Hey guys, welcome back to The Simple Happy Life. I'm Sabrina, and today's video I'm going to share with you another little book haul. I snapped a photo of some of these and shared it on Instagram the other day and was asked if I'm going to do another flip through. So here it is. I hope that these are helpful in just showing you some different books that you might want to pull in, but keyword being might. Please don't get overwhelmed by what I'm sharing or what other mamas are sharing, especially if you're new to homeschooling. We are going into our third year of homeschooling and just really building our library right now. We were going to the library to get books, and that was great. But right now with all the restrictions on going to our library and checking books out, we just haven't been utilizing it like that. So and since they're not doing outside classes and we're not paying for those, I decided to put some of those funds towards growing our home library this year. So, just sharing a little bit about our personal journey. And again, these are books that we are using that I think will bring us joy and add to our learning experience. And maybe they will for you as well. So that's why I'm sharing them and like to flip through so you can get a feel for what's inside. But again, this is not to say that you need to purchase all the things and all the beautiful books and resources that moms pull in. They're just sharing options and things that are working for them or things that they're excited about. Okay, let me jump into these little stacks. This one is from kidsbooks.com. So glad I came across them this year. I don't know why I hadn't come across them before, but they have really great prices. And this little stack is from Amazon, and I love Amazon, purchasing books from Amazon or searching for books on Amazon because of the suggestions that they give. And this one was a suggestion. So, I was really excited to come about that and actually pre-ordered this one, and this one just came out. So I think my boys are going to like this one. So I'm going to start by sharing, I guess I'll go with kidsbooks.com and then I'll come back to the Amazon. Okay. And why do I have a sweater on in the middle of July? My schoolroom is cold. If you see us on pictures on Instagram, sometimes we have on like robes and blankets and hoodies. It's just cold in this schoolroom. Anyway, we're trying to figure out what that's about. But let's get started on this stack. So where are the Galapagos Islands? My oldest asked to learn more about this, so I got this book for him. Oh, look at the map. Because while we were doing our pre-history unit study, and we were talking about Darwin, he said, man, can we learn more about that? So when I saw this book, I thought that would be perfect for him. I don't think we're going to do a whole unit, but if we were going to the library, this is something he would probably check out to learn more about. So I got this for him, and I want to say it was maybe $2 or something like that. So really great prices. We also have Who Were the Tuskegee Airmen? And I'll just flip through this really quick. I haven't flipped through these yet. Well, some of them I have, but not most of them. A lot of the illustrations are black and white. Sometimes they have the color, some color things, like they did the map in the back of this one. And then sometimes they have like glossy colored pages in the middle. But here is Who Was King Tut? Pretty cool illustrations there. And I have really liked these Who Was books. Like I had seen them and people using them, and we had checked some out from the library, but they've been really helpful in our lessons, and my boys can, I've been reading them aloud. They can read them for themselves, but they've enjoyed them as read alouds, and we can stop and talk about them and kind of go off on, little dives about different things that we're learning within these books. So I have really enjoyed bringing these into our homeschool and using them. I know there's a couple of other like biography series out there, but we've been liking this one. And I might try some other ones later, but I don't want to buy all the things. And these have been working, and these are nice, so I've decided to go with these for now. And then we have Who is Sacagawea? And I'll just flip through this one really quickly. Illustrations and maps. And then we have What Was the Holocaust? So these are the ones I was saying that they have some black and white images. Wow. Wow. So, and I think those just really draw you in, and so I appreciate that about these books. And then we have Who Was Albert Einstein? And then the next book we have is Stuart Little, and I love this book, and my kids have seen like the little movie, or as like a real life movie. I think they have 1 and 2 maybe, but I thought that they would enjoy this as a read aloud. So we're going to be going through this year. So just kind of flipping through. If you decide to get this one, these are some of the illustrations you would see inside. Okay. And then we have mistakes that worked, 40 familiar inventions and how they came to be. And I think that my kids are going to like this book. They like these type kind of random fact books, and these are ones I like to like leave out and around, put it downstairs in the living room. And so, you know, when there's, what can I do? You can go look at one of those books, or you can play a game, or puzzles. I like to put puzzle books out and things like that. So this will go with those. Post-its. That's pretty cool. So that is what is in this book. And I thought that would just be a little fun one to add to our collection. And then we have portraits of Hispanic American heroes. And I have shared a little stack of some of the African American history books that we have in our homeschool. And we do have some other backgrounds and books about different religions. And I think that that is really important to bring into your homeschool, not only to learn about, you know, your personal background or history, and also have books about books that just show children that may look like your children for representation in your homeschool. But I think it's important to have diverse books so that it's normalized. Different is normal. Other people that don't look like you, who may not speak the same language as you, who may not hold the same beliefs as you do, have contributed to our world and deserve respect and to be treated as a human. I don't know why that is such a hard concept for some people, but it is, and I don't want it to be for my children. So I think that starts at home, and with so many of us, I guess for lack of better words, kind of being forced to homeschool, I think we can take this opportunity to really teach our children and share some truths that they may or may not have been given from their traditional school system or setting. So just my little thoughts on that, but I'm excited to introduce this book for my boys, along with this one, Before Columbus, The Americas of 1491. So in my boys' short time of being in a traditional school setting, they did learn that Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492, right? And so, sorry, if you hear our grass is being cut, so you might hear the lawnmower. But I think that there is a little bit of unlearning to do around the Americas. So I wanted to present this to my boys, and I think it's important for them to learn about the history from a different perspective. And so I love how this book has these different illustrations and some real life pictures as well. Maps, quotes. I'm excited about this one. We don't know a lot about our family history, but I do know my mom is half Native and half Black. Her father was half Holowassaponi and half Occaneechi-Saponi, and so my great-grandparents were Occaneechi-Saponi and Holowassaponi. And I didn't really know that until my grandfather was really sick and started telling me more about the history of our family. And I wish I had known more. Look how pretty that is. When I was younger. And so I want to give that to my boys. Like I said, we don't know a lot about our family history, but what we do know, I want to give to them. So that is that one. And then we have this beautiful book. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. This blue. This camera does not do it justice. And this gold. It came a little dented. I wish it hadn't have. But again, I think it's important for my boys to know that there are people hold different philosophies and beliefs and religions. And so I thought that they would really enjoy this one. They also like Aesop's fables. And so these stories I thought would be really engaging for them. So all the pages look the same, but these beautiful illustrations go along with the teachings or stories. So that is that book. And then we have Yo Soy Muslim by Mark Gonzalez. Guys, I have not been reading the authors of these books, have I? I apologize. Okay. But this one is called, like I said, Yo Soy Muslim, A Father's Letter to His Daughter. And I think this book is going to be one of those that my youngest, he's 7, is going to sit and just read over and over again. He loves a good picture book. And I mean, he reads chapter books, but with the picture books, he just sits and he'll read them over and over again, especially when they're as engaging as this looks. So I'm excited about this one as well. I'm excited about all of them. I know I say that, but I really am. I love books, and I'm so happy that my kids love them and learn from them and go to them when they want to learn more about something, or ask, can we get a book about this, when they want to learn more about something. And that's what this is. Pirates, Dead Men's Tales, incredible facts, maps, and true stories about life on the high seas. And this one is written by Anne Bruni. And I've shared before, ooh, the feel of these pages. It smells good even. I know, I'm weird like that. But these illustrations, ooh, my 7-year-old really likes these. He just thinks they're so, he probably wouldn't use the word precious, but I feel like that's kind of what he thinks about them. And so they have been watching Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, and so I thought that they would enjoy this because they asked, could we get a book about pirates? So here this one is, and it is really cool. So this isn't necessarily one that we're going to do as like a unit study this year. This is just one, like I said, they requested to learn more about pirates. So that is what we will be looking through and reading through from kidsbooks.com. And let me pull our next little stack over from Amazon. So here's our little Amazon book stack. And the first one is called Black Heroes, 51 Inspiring People from Ancient Africa to Modern Day USA by Arlisha Norwood. And guys, the illustrations in here have that same feel. So I know my 7-year-old Cam is going to be excited about these. And I think we have some other biography type books of different cultures, but of African Americans. And I think that this will be a little easier for him to read on his own. So I am super excited about this. And I love that they have a quote from the person they're sharing. And then it looks like there's this explore more. So they're telling you either different books that you could read, different websites you can check out. And that's really cool to have that to explore more. So, ooh, I'm excited about this one. I love a good quote. And so I'm gonna probably just be reading about this, you know, to learn some of these quotes. Wow. So that is what the inside of this one looks like. And this one is really, really, I don't know. I'm really excited about this one for my 7-year-old. I think he will sit and read and be inspired by this. So the next book is called Hip Hop Speaks to Children, A Celebration of Poetry with a Beat. It's edited by Nikki Giovanni. And I came across this book from Tori over at the Oglesby Ohana. I'm pretty sure I said that correctly. But she has such a good energy. She is encouraging. She shares great resources. Anyway, I'm inspired by her. And so if I come across a book or a resource that I found from another mom, I try to share where I found that. But I found this one from Tori. And oh, when she shared it, I was so excited because my boys took a songwriting class, but back in May, and they loved it. And they play the piano, and they are just musical. And we haven't done a lot of poetry outside of our co-op. We had like a poetry lounge, a literature lounge, and one of the moms led us in poetry, which was great, but we haven't really introduced it all that much in our home. And so I thought this would be just a really fun way to do that. And my husband is super excited. I kind of left it here, so hopefully you can see some of the artists and poets that are in this book. Oh my goodness. So my husband, I think I was saying that my husband was really excited to see this as well. Everything is everything. I love Lauryn Hill. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, and there's a photo of the author. So let me show you some of the illustrations inside of here. And it comes with a CD. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. So that is what is inside of this book. I love it. I love it. I love it. They're going to be so excited about this. I can't wait to share this with them. We're going to put on the CD and probably play it today while we clean up, and just kind of introduce it in a more of a casual way instead of like, now we're going to learn about poetry. But this is super cool. This is really fun. All right. Let's see. This next book is called Biblical Virtues and Values, Beginner's Character Development Journal. And I think this is like the fun schooling, from the fun schooling line. They have some Minecraft things I saw that my boys would like. They have so many different things, but that's just one thing that I saw. They have one about like endangered animals and some foreign language and multiplication. And these are just like a few. They have a lot. So I found this, I came across this on Instagram from Samantha over at our Homeschool Journey 1. And I think she has a YouTube channel now, which is pretty cool. But she shares really great resources and is open and really encouraging about her little girls, she has 2 little girls, journey. And so I thought my boys would like this, and she did a flip through for me, which was really sweet of her. And I thought my boys would like it. In my last video, I think I shared this one because we use it as a part of our morning time when we focus on mindfulness and then do a devotion. And that's just kind of like our character study time to start the day and set the tone for the day and our learning. So my oldest, I have one on the way for him as well. I just got this for my youngest, but then he was like, I want one too. So that is what we have there. So this next one is called America's National Parks, and it's by Alexa Ward, and it's illustrated by Mike Lowry. So this book I came across from Jessica over at the Waldock Way, and she is on Instagram and YouTube, and she has such amazing ideas and pulls together some really cool morning baskets. And so these next few books are inspired by her curriculum. She has some units for the Who Was books and the Magic Treehouse books. And they're really cute, and they're simple, and they're fun, and I don't know, she's super organized, and it will help you to be organized when you're looking through these units. So this, I got this because we're going to be doing her national parks unit, because my husband and I really wanted to rent an RV and travel to some national parks. Now, with everything going on, and there are lots of things going on, between COVID and just a heightened sense of, I don't know, we felt like it would just be wiser to stay home for now. And we will have learned about some of the national parks through this unit, and so I'm excited to do what we can around it for now, and just enjoy this part of the process and learning about it, and then kind of maybe this will help us map out where we want to go more so. So this is what the inside of this book looks like, and it's so cool. I like the little illustrations too, along with the real pictures. So it's simple, and I think my guys will enjoy going through that. So I'm also really excited about this next stack of books. Not because I'm overly thrilled about comic books, but my boys are. They really started getting engaged in reading books on their own through reading comic books and graphic novels. And so they're going to be really excited about this because they love Marvel and they love DC Comics. But Jessica at the Waldock Way has a unit study on who was Stan Lee. So we're going to be using this as a read aloud for that unit. And I'm hoping that it will be kind of like a creative writing workshop that we'll be doing, and getting to use some of our new art supplies and creating the comic strips. So I think my boys are going to have fun with it, and it will be a nice kind of into our, I guess, summer month schooling. So before we jump into our Moving Beyond the Page, which is going to be so fun for them as well. But I shared that Moving Beyond the Page is what we're going to be using for our unit studies this next semester, and I shared that in my last video where I shared overview of our curriculum. So I'm going to go back to that, but like I said, I got asked about doing a flip through for these for these books that I shared, so I'm just getting this one out to you. But this next book is Marvel, a Black Panther novel. It's called Shuri, and it's by Nick Stone. And I will also be reading this one aloud. I think this is the first of 3 books. It might be a trilogy. It might have more in the series. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to see how this one goes. And I like to do that because if they're really excited about this one and want to know more, then I'll buy that one. But I don't typically like to buy the entire series before I know my boys like it. So the inside of this book, I don't know if you can see, is all this purple, and the letters are purple. And I thought that was really sweet. I thought that was really fun. It's pretty cool. And then here's a picture of Nick Stone, the author. So I can't wait to dive into this one. I've heard some good things about this book, so excited to do that with the boys. And then this one I'm not going to flip through because I want them to have the experience of opening it. I don't know that they have any like real comic books, and so I thought they would like this one. So you can imagine what the graphics look like inside from this, but I think they're going to be really excited to see this. So I'm excited to see it. How cool is that? So that it will be another part of our unit study, and I'll share more about this one soon because we're going to go ahead and start it. So the last book I'm going to share with you is this DK Marvel Encyclopedia. It's a new edition with an introduction by Stan Lee. I did not know that DK had a Marvel encyclopedia. They also have a DC Comics encyclopedia, which is crazy cool, but I love DK books. They are, I feel like, such a great complement to pretty much any of our lessons. I can read and we can kind of stop there, or I can build from the books, the DK books. So I think they are a great homeschool resource. I like Usborne books as well. I feel like they can be a bit pricey, but some of them I just feel like it's worth it. So I really like Usborne books as well, but DK books are amazing. So let me show you inside of this one. How cool is that? Oh, these pages are already thick just from like touching this side of it. Pages are already nice and thick. So, you know, Marvel movies can be, what's this heavy? Rated, you know, PG-13, some rated R. So I don't know how this book is going to be. I'm hoping that it will be appropriate. That's cool. And then I can put this down on the shelves. Not all books just get dropped on the shelf, because just like TV shows, I want to see what my kids are, you know, watching. I want to know what they're watching. I want to know what they're reading. And while we might be able to pull some pages from certain books to share with them right now, not pull them out literally, but mark them to use, you know, I'm going to read through kind of some of these descriptions and see what they're saying before I just put this down on the shelf. But so far everything looks okay, and they're gonna love it. My brother is gonna love this. So I'm excited to use this with the boys. This is gonna be so fun. And yeah, so that's it for the books that ooh, how cool is that? I'm like a big kid with this. My brother and my dad and my sister, we would watch, you know, comic book cartoons on Saturday mornings. So those are good memories for me. And my boys are loving that right now. So we're going to do that, and hopefully they'll come up with their own comic book characters. So that is it for the books that I have to share with you. I do want to share this one other thing. This is a book stand. And if you follow us on Instagram, you see me putting out books on our table, and like the books that they use for their illustrations. Sometimes they use like how to draw books. And this book stand is super sturdy. I got it from Amazon as well. I came across it from a Mama Chanel at Two Lights Academy on Instagram. She has such amazing resources, guys. So encouraging. Super, super sweet mama. Go check her out. But she shared this, and I was like, I used some from the Dollar Tree, which work great, just like the picture frame stands from the Dollar Tree. And I have a cookbook stand that we use as well. But sometimes the heavier books tilt or fall off, or don't, you know, stay in place, or I need to like pin back some of the pages. And this was great. So I'll link this below if you want to check this out. But I think that is it for this video. I know that that's it for this video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of the comments you guys have been leaving. I see them. I'm going to get back to them. I'm not ignoring you. But I appreciate the love that you guys have been sharing with me here, and then my email and DMs. I'm overwhelmed, and I am happy to help in the way that I can and share with you guys what we're doing. So feel free to ask, and I'll share with you what I know and what I can. All right, guys. I will be back with another video soon, and I hope that you are doing well and taking care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.